What up, LC heads? I've been so psyched for this character. It's time to do an actual deep dive on him. And we're going to run him at some pretty good efficiency, too, because guess what? I did work on him a little bit today. I know what you're saying. I watched your other vid, bro. Don't front, homie. You had no gems. You had no gems to fill out this dude's kit, right? And you probably still need shards for him. We all do. We all do. Like collab heroes, they make shards drop left and right. But for this, we're going to be able to grind out some shards in the event. But mostly, you're probably going to have to put him into your conquer screen so you can start farming shards that way. I've already put him in everywhere. Right, so that's just how it goes with heroes like this. Like with Melee, we had to grind shards for her like the slower way. Now, I'm sure there will be some way to get some of them around here. My biggest dilemma was between getting his sword and getting another one of his prisms. I got the sword in the end just to have for him. It is decent attack, I guess, for what it is, without getting into God Forge gear, right? And I did get one prism for him, but I don't think I want to do 20 more pulls to get the other prism. It was close, though. I almost didn't get that sword and just got both prisms instead. So, actually take a look at some of the nice stuff he has, right? I don't have him at 110 yet, so I'm not seeing everything he gets in my character screen. But first of all, his charisma. Give all allies the effect when equipped with only one weapon. Not just a sword, just one weapon. Physical damage plus 20%. Physical damage cap plus 4,000. Yo, 1,500 is good. 2,000 is better. 3,000 is great. 4,000 is effing amazing. That's awesome damage cap for everyone for just single wielding any weapon. Only when this unit's alive, doesn't stack with all the charismas. Yo, depending on what party you're running, that are just like single wielding the shit out of some shit, this is probably going to be the charisma you're going to want because that's a lot of damage cap, right? They're also going to do plus 20% damage to help them fulfill it. But really, double hand characters don't typically have a problem fulfilling their damage. So giving them 4,000 more to their cap, they're probably going to be able to fulfill that too because they're not getting all the damage penalties from dual wielding. Speaking of which, this guy almost feels like he's dual wielding because he's getting extra hit counts. So it feels right. You're seeing a good amount of hit counts. And the damage on them is sick, right? So he does great because you're getting those hit counts and the damage is super high on him. We'll see when we run him. Right, silent contemplation. I looked over this real quick and was like, oh, it's some kind of little apple pie thing. I thought he would actually have to stand there and charge. Can't remember what other hero was doing something like that, but it was like you start channeling this thing and it takes forever to cast, and the whole time you're standing there charging your kit. So I was like, maybe we can do something with that later, kind of cheese it, try to figure something cool out for it. No, it doesn't work like that. It works way better than that. Like, I wasn't excited about that thing at first until I actually activated it and started attacking people. And I'm like, whoa, my kit is charged instantly. So that is like an extra haste that he can activate. I don't know exactly how long it lasts, but right off rip, it'll make you charge your kit super quickly, especially if you're throwing a few basic attacks. So it's a small piece of an apple pie, I guess you could say. And it doesn't say he can only do it once a wave either. He can keep reapplying this to himself. It costs 35 MP at a time, right? But then you do see him charge his kit quickly. Makes me think they're going in the direction where, you know, you can get him to charge his kit so quickly you can just mash it together infinitely. Just like in his other form, he had the infinity charge kit. I mean, we might be able to do something similar to him. And that's crazy because his damage cap compared to his other form is like, I don't know, they multiplied it by 5 is what it seems like. So we have Fighting Spirit 5, Strength and Hit Points 10%, both nice. We love when those stats are grouped up. Heroism up 3, this is nice. Strength, Defense, and Hit Points 10% on 3 of them, that's dope. Advanced Aim Vitals, of course, we just have to add Aim Vitals, which is the cheaper one. I believe it's 4 SC. Proud Force, nice to have. He's going to be healing a hell of a lot from Proud Force. Because when he crits, it's doing a lot of damage, and Proud Force is healing off the damage. So each time he does that, it's hundreds and hundreds he's healing at a time. It's nice, especially when hitting multiple enemies. He's doing great with Proud Force. Enough for me to think that it could throw off Berserker and keep him healed no problem, or even Spirit of Ifrit, where you continuously keep taking damage, but you do 20% more damage or something like that. Proud Force can still keep him healed through something like that, or, you know, because he's good with it, right? Brute Slayer, Divinity Slayer. There's so many freaking Slayers just in these 2 categories. It's amazing. We got a Slayer against Beast, Plant, Insect, Bird, Fish, Creature, and God, Dragon, Spirit, Undead. You got a Slayer against just about damn near everything, and a special boost for those Slayers, so they're 50% more effective for all 12 of those categories. That's amazing. Auto Crit, nice. Auto Haste, nice. Ardor, because you're going to be healing so much from your Proud Force, especially if you have his robe, because it's giving metis. So the higher your mind is, the better you can heal off of Proud Force. And this guy has a super high mind, and at the bottom you'll see that some of his damage actually stacks off of his mind. So he's going to be a super awesome mage killer, because mages are going to do less damage to him, and he's going to even be able to pull some damage out of that mind stat. Very interesting. For a lot of heroes, it's some more damage will scale off of your intelligence, and you'll get like a hybrid damage like that. Well, for this guy, they decided to go with mind, and I think that's super, super useful, right? Because now you're hardly going to take any magic damage at all. This guy is going to be a mage killer, right? So Ardor, he should have no problem Proud Forcing himself up with Proudor and just activating it all the time, and getting that extra 10% to crit. Gale Force, amazing. Max hit points, which is going to be all the time. SCT recovery speed plus 10%. Again, being able to feed that kick quickly. I'm glad they kept that part of it for him. We have no attribute attack rise 3. And we just got 2 from the last arc we got. 30% more damage. No attribute damage cap 2000. It's nice it has cap in it. More cap, right? And this guy doesn't have cap locked behind, like, oh, your S1 and S2 have a couple thousand more cap. No, all of his cap is unlocked from just using one sword or using one weapon. Yeah, so it's always applicable. Even his basic attacks I've seen hitting for like 40, 50,000. I'm like, shit. I've seen backstab procs all the time and stuff. I've already seen him hitting crits and damage capping for, like, I dare say it was 60,000, but then I would see like 70 and I would see 80 something thousand. I don't know if that was just I couldn't see it right, but he was in like the high 80,000s. At least like 67. We'll see when we run him. Maybe you guys can pause it and see exactly where he's capping here and there. Right, we have no attribute crit rise, right? No attribute attack crit rate 5%, and crit strength plus 50%. So yeah, those crits are gonna hit much higher. Pose of Glory, no big deal. Recover some SCT, of course. Right back to keeping that SCT fed of his, so we can just continuously drop these. Serenity is awesome. Boost physical attack damage based on mind. That's what I was talking about. And his mind's mind is higher than his attack by a little bit right now. It's kind of hilarious. When physically attacking enemies, defense minus 15% and deal damage. On top of that, That is just awesome. Serenity must be worth a lot if you're going to get to scale off of a defensive stat to damage. And enemies get minus 15% to their defense, and then you do damage to them, so you're cutting some of their defense out, which you're a melee character, so it's like one of the best things you could do. Why not? We have Swordman's Mindset 2. Sword and clothes equipped, boost sword strength 100%. So yeah, his paid weapon is like what, a 600 strength sword now, I guess, and close defense in mind by 50%. It's pretty freaking awesome. I'd like to have Swordsman Mindset 1 to go with that. We have favorite sword. When equipped with only one weapon, physical attack damage 30% and physical attack damage cap 10,000. So we have another 10,000 damage cap all the time just because he's only using one sword. And Mystic favorite sword. Favorite sword effect 50%. When only one weapon is equipped with the physical attack critical occurs, chance for damage 150% and damage cap 15,000 more. So yeah, I think this is how I'm hitting for like 80,000-90,000 caps, somewhere in there, is when Mystic favorite sword procs off of a critical, and I'm getting that 150% more damage and 15,000 more damage cap. I think that's how I'm seeing it. So it's nice, like, for some of his damage counters to just come up so freaking high when all this stuff works together, right? And you get that crit on top of that, and the damage cap from this, on top of this, on top of that, and all of it scaling off of you just having two hands on your weapon, right? And you get damage cap from like 20 different things, and they're not like 1,500 here and there. Some of these are like 10,000 your damage cap. So then, of course, we have guard break, which is cool. When only one weapon is equipped, which is going to be all the time. Chance to nullify guard. Yeah, anybody that wants to build him as a dual wielder, let me know how that works out. Let me know how that works out for you. I strongly disagree with that build idea, though. Don't do it. This guy wants to use one sword. Give him his Excalibur. Let him be happy. Because on top of guard break, which procs with only one sword, we have Doppelhander, which, of course, only one weapon is equipped. And it's a sword, physical attack damage plus 20%, crit rate plus 10%, and physical attack damage cap plus 5,000. So his crit's already off the chain without even taking crit 1, crit 2, crit 3, because he's getting crit for, double handing shit, and he's getting a bunch of crit from this and that just from being equipped with a sword, right? And then we have sword boost. Sword is equipped, physical attack 10%. Sword high boost, another 30%, and sword mega boost. When a sword is equipped, physical attack damage 30%, physical attack and 2,000 more damage cap. That wasn't ridiculous enough. They threw him an ultimate boost. I'm gonna have to see how his ultimate works. I said it didn't really do that much last time, but I didn't have ultimate boost 2 unlocked. Also, obviously, I want to awaken him to get the most damage out of his ultimate. I don't know. I feel like they could have given him 3, though. It's only power to special 30%. I was even thinking about rocking power counter so that, I don't know, what is it? When his S4 special charges up, I can hold on to it and just do like 30% more damage or have 30% more strength, whatever it is. We'll have to weigh that against his ultimate now that it's empowered with ultimate boost for free. Maybe I can add boost 1 and 3 to it and just really see what it can do. I don't know. I think we're going to get more out of his kit just hitting for 80,000 with his S1 through S3. Quick trigger to feed that kit. We have Indomitable Spirit. Nice to have that, right? Because you do get to come back with 50% of your health. You start healing. Proud Force will help him heal up real quick once he comes back from Indomitable Spirit. And after that, he's going to have a skill damage plus 30% buff. So that's what's cool about Indomitable Spirit. Not only do you get to come back, but you come back and now your skills do 30% more damage, which It's a nice extra chunk of change, right? No wonder this guy's getting up to like 80, 90,000. It's stupid. Then, of course, Giant Killing 2, more damage cap against a boss, right? 20 more damage, and you're getting 2,000 more damage cap. And that's without even double handing, right? Easy to add Giant Killing 1 to this and just really slay giants. Ambition, when physically attacking enemies with more hit points than unit, which is going to happen with a boss. Physical attack damage plus 20%. That's really cool. There's conditions for it, but you're probably going to be able to hit that condition a lot, and it's so nice to just have 20% more damage turned on, boom, just like that, just throughout the fight. When you lose health, that buff will probably proc, and then you can, I don't know, catch a heal. Maybe it'll stay on you for a little bit, or it might go away as soon as your health surpasses the boss. We'll have to actually do some research on that, but so far looks pretty cool. And then we have the white vestments. They better do a lot. Close equip mine plus 50%. Cut feint time. That's amazing. Cut feint time is amazing. It's so nice that they threw that in there. Right, don't get me wrong. Mind plus 50% is awesome because some of his damage is scaling off of mind. Remember that. And it's going to help him take less magic damage, which is super nifty. Right, and also cut feint time on top of that. So the mind is good, and mind, again, is going to help you heal more with Proud Force. So this guy's going to be a fucking menace. His basic attack's alright, too. I have to try some things with that. I don't even think I'd need to put Blood Force on him. If anything, I would just put Moon Saber on him if I wanted to just get a bunch of healing out of his basic attack, too. It's going to cost less to do that than to bring, whatchamacallit, Moon Saber just costs less than Blood Force, substantially. So, and you can just activate that. You might want to give this guy a couple SC just to be able to slowly regain MP, fast magic circles or something like that. He doesn't have Goddess Kiss, obviously, because wouldn't be fair for him to just be getting MP back. So you're going to have to pay for that, but I'm sure he can put in work and get his MP back. There's nothing here to drain his MP for damage like Sharp Eyes or anything that I see, right? So you could also put Celestial Mass on him and just cut the damage he's taken in half for 3 MP at a time. You know, if you want to do something like that. Or obviously throw a Moon Saber on him. You know, that way he can buff up some of his healing, get tons of healing off of his basic attack, which I think can be very suitable because it does have a decent hit count. Also, if his think about this, guys. If his basic attack is hitting for like 40, 50,000, something stupid like that, just because of all the damage bonuses he gets from dual wielding, even when it's his basic attack, Proud Force is healing off of and Blood Force is healing off the damage that you do. So you're going to be getting crazy ass damage, healing counters off of that. Like, forget about healing for 500-600 a hit. You're going to be healing for 1,500-1,600 a hit, considering he also has a super high mind. And Proud Force, every time you crit, it's just going to be monstrous healing. So I have a feeling that this character could take advantage of all that with a high hit point pool. So I don't know. I'm going to have to see how I want to build him, but I am probably going to want to give him some decent hit points so he can use that amazing mind of his to keep himself fed with Proud Force. We'll see how Blood Force does. We'll see how Moon Saber does. I highly doubt I'd run Blood Force and Moon Saber together. I did on the last hero because Blood Force was already on there for free. They stack together very nice if you have a decent attack animation. But honestly, for the old man here, just Moon Saber is going to be enough for 4 SC. He can throw it up on him real quick. He's got the mana to do it. Even if you don't bring Goddess Kiss for 11 SC or whatever so he can get his MP back. Even if you're only bringing some advanced magic circles for 2 SC, That's going to replace the MP that you keep using for not Goddess Kiss, for Moon Saber. So I don't know. Obviously, you're also going to have a healer there, so you probably don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to be soloing him soon and just doing all sorts of stuff. And matter of fact, let's take a quick peek at just what this guy can do real quick. I think right now he will just go in here and shit on the white lab. We're already at 20 minutes though, just me discussing him and how I feel about him so far now that I've actually read through. That was the first time we've all looked at it through it together. I was saving it as a surprise. You know, I like to learn about these characters as I go, so it's like, whoa, didn't know he did that, but that's the shit. So we'll just go to God mode, Spirited Assault, and we will utterly destroy it. He should. Because I'm pretty sure even right now, I'd probably take him to the damn ogre. Oh, and by the way, we didn't look at him yet. The funny thing is, I unlocked his tree, got all this passive damage and stuff. Right, he's still at like 2,000 attack. Well, 26,671 now. Here are his weapons. We got his weapon. We have his cloak. We just have the greaves that give more speed and the mithril relief. Nothing crazy there. Right? So he's still at like 50 SC. Right? And I'm sure he could go annihilate the ogre. But at 50, I've never taken anyone to the ogre until they're well beyond 70 SC, almost to 80. Because that's what it takes. But I think this guy might have a serious go of it. We still have a couple things to get out of his tree too, though. But let's see how he does. Let's see. What did he do? What did you buff yourself with, bud? Like, your charisma? I don't see it. We'll throw his charisma out. Lower strength. Well, increased skill gauge recovery. Okay, so he did do that. He did use his silent contemplation. Right? So I just wanted to throw the charisma out and then start just doing damage to them. Right? Here's an S3. It's going to jack them up S1. They're already at half health. This is God mode. Like, look at these basic attacks. Wait till he gets some backstabs. Here's some backstabs. 52,000. 30 to 50,000. 52. And that's on a TR Rising. They have physical damage reduction. Who do we want to target? It's crazy how fast this is going. He's not as built as the last two collab heroes. He's going to clear this faster and dump all over this, like, God mode level. Faster than both of the goddamn heroes that we pulled off the collab. I could run both of them here at the same time and try to mash the shit out of their kit and get through here as quick as I could. Beyland by himself is going to beat them. It is funny. Let's see. Yeah, we have full MP. Let's just go with their silent contemplation. And we'll just jump over to that healer and just destroy them. Hitting for, oh, there was a 70,000, I think, on that robot. 50, 40. I thought I saw 70. You guys might have to pause it. What about this guy? His back's turned to me. 50. 67 for sure. 52, 51, 47. Man, why couldn't I get it to come up at 70 right when it's at the end in a slow motion? Here's our last chance. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We are going to use this to increase our, damage cap a little bit, I think. Right? We have the charisma up. Silent contemplation, why not? Just to keep ourselves fed. Let's go with the mage. We'll jump on him. 74,000. I just saw 74. 74 again. With the backstab. 74, 50 something. And I could have sworn, I know I've seen 80. I thought it was like 82. Let's see. Oh, did they stun us yet? Yeah, that's right. I need to kill the mage. Oh, I think he just died. Yeah, some more 70Ks. 24,000 for a basic attack. 72,000. 69, 74 right there. So, I could have sworn, I know I've seen 82. I think this guy can cap at 82 right now. Could have sworn I've seen 82. I would bet at least $10 on it. The last run that I did it. The point is that's effing amazing, because let me just let you take a look at my character one more time to see exactly who we just ran in there. Yeah, he is level 100, but that just does not matter anything. Level really ain't shit. He also still has to be like, have stars added to him. That's going to increase his stats pretty substantially. But let's look at his, okay, he's at 60. He's at 60 out of 80. 64. We are at 64, gentlemen. That's right, because, and lady. We are at 64 because I did feed the prism into him. Still, though, 64, that wasn't even a challenge for him. And like I said, most heroes I take to the ogre are at 70 to 80, above 70. It's like 74 to 80 is when I'll take it to the ogre, because the birds and everything's so ridiculous. Now, maybe they can find a weakness in his kit because there's so many birds, but I think I'm going to be able to get around it, and his damage is so high that I think I'm going to mop the floor with him. We will do that tomorrow. I'm not going to really get any more progress done on him tonight. But like I said, I was so excited about this hero. The only reason I got to this point today and filled out his tree, 105 out of 108. Man, I'm embarrassed to say it, but this is the first time, I'll be honest with you guys, this is the first time I went into the shop and I actually spent lapis on these ability boosts. Like, not even these little ones for 400, because that ain't going to do shit for me. In fact, wait, how many of these did I need? I have 28. Yeah, I need a bunch of those. Let's see. I got the ones like this for like 1,900, and it's 1,900 paid. Oh, it was terrible, but I got my 100 crystals, got my 10 rainbow, and I had to get a couple of these just to have enough gems to actually, deck him out. Typically, I would just wait a couple of days for those to open, and I'd farm him out. But no, I know this guy had so much potential. I was so just excited to see what they did with him, because I was like, well, they took away the reach he had with his S1 and that counter, so let's see what they replaced it with, because it should be something pretty effing amazing. He is a fan favorite. He's one of the strongest swordsmen in Last Cloudia, for sure. Very cool dude. Very great design. Awesome character. Very happy with him. So tomorrow we will start running the ogre, because as you guys can tell, at 60 SC, he just smashed through there like... I mean, it didn't even look like he was doing damage on God mode, because I don't ever see their health bars go down that quick. I mean, other heroes can beat that. It takes them much longer. Like, I could run both of the last collab heroes together. He would get a faster clear time in the level that we just ran at the White Lab on God mode. I guarantee you he'd get a faster clear time. Substantially faster. His damage is stupid. And they're built just as much as he is at this point. Some of them have more SC than he does. So he's on a whole nother effing level. And tomorrow we will go ogre slaying. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, So you can see that video tomorrow. It's going to be pretty cool. I got a feeling it is. Thanks for all the support, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and best of luck to everybody. Remember, he's not fully limited. He will be around, but he's nice to get right now because he's just fun to play, and he's a badass. So best of luck to everybody. I will see you on the flip side probably tomorrow, homie. Later.